how could you sleep with your best friend's girl?
The situation with me and Randolph was a mistake, a big mistake, the worst mistake I think I ever made, because I've never intentionally set out to hurt Byron.
How did you find out that she slept with your best friend?
Well, that's interesting. We were...
All right, Legends Kyle here, professional sneeze sound effect artist. You know, Hollywood needs authentic sneeze sounds. And apparently, I'm the guy. It's weird, but the check's clear, okay? Pace versus Fobbs and Randolph. This one is crazy complicated, right? So Mr. Pace is here with paternity doubts about 4-year-old Prince. Ms. Fobbs admits she made a horrible mistake, and there's a third person in this case. Mr. Randolph, and honestly, this is slightly concerning to me. This is going to get messy. Check this out.
So what's at stake for you and your family today?
I would say 3 relationships: the relationship that I have with Miss Fobbs, as well as the relationship that I have with Mr. Randolph, also the relationship that I have with Prince. That's my little man. We watch TV together, we ball, I'm feeding him cereal in the morning. He looks up to me and I don't want to let him down, basically.
So take me back. How did the two of you meet?
Well, we met while I was actually driving. It was a hot day. She had on short shorts. I'm a leg man. So I pulled over, actually, and we had a conversation. I ended up getting her phone number. We went out on a few dates. We kind of bonded real quick. She ended up moving in with me and Mr. Randolph. Shortly after her moving in, she became pregnant.
All right. When did this love triangle begin and how?
I wouldn't necessarily call it a love triangle, because the situation with me and Randolph only happened once. Upon me being in the house with Byron, the thing is, he works at night, so he's never really home with me, and I kind of took that as a feeling of neglect.
So when you say you took this as neglect, was there anything else going on in the relationship other than he's just going to work?
Basically, what we were arguing about, it was past. It was just me feeling neglected at home.
I do work a lot. I promote clubs and parties, so I am out and I am around a lot of, I would say, women. And she kind of takes that as me being unfaithful.
So she moved in with both of them, right? Which sounds like an absolute brilliant idea. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, wait. I know. Someone gets pregnant shortly after, a couple years down the line, and it's time to make an appearance on Paternity Court. What doesn't make this any easier than we would all love it to be is that Miss Fobbs felt neglected because Mr. Pace works nights, promoting clubs and parties around very beautiful women constantly. So her solution to feeling neglected was to sleep with the roommate, the best friend who's right there in the house. Of course, alcohol played a pretty big role in the situation, because why not? Also, at the same time, I will say that Mr. Pace was very likely surrounded by baddies, because if you are a club promoter, you have to have the prettiest girls, because guys think that, they can get a shot with one of them. I've never given that a try, not for lack of courage, but have you seen how sad it looks? I'll give you an example, right? For instance, I was on the phone with an insurance lady for about 4 hours, and I really thought we were kicking it off, having so many things in common, only to find that she is more interested in closing the sale. That's it. She could see my number and she never called me back. She was just sealing a deal. I've never felt more stupid in my life. Anyway, pity party aside, Ms. Fobbs is home alone feeling abandoned. Mr. Randolph is also home alone. It's a recipe for betrayal written in neon lights. Everyone saw this coming, except the people living it. Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I need to know if moving your girlfriend into your shared apartment with your best friend might be the worst idea in relationship history.
Mr. Pace, how did you find out that she slept with your best friend?
Well, that's interesting. We were actually in a heated argument, but it kind of just got blurted out to me that Mr. Randolph could be a potential father for Prince.
Wait a minute. So you're in a heated argument as a couple, and just out of the blue she yells, and by the way, your best friend could be Prince's father?
Correct. Prince was 2.5 at the time. It was very emotional for me, being that it's my best friend and this is my woman.
Understandably.
When I found out initially, like I said, I was hurt. I felt betrayed, but I wanted to assess the situation, not being upset, because I initially called Mr. Randolph to find out what was going on. But I did take a few hour break before we met because I didn't want to do anything out of anger.
So when you met with Mr. Randolph, you asked him point blank, have you slept with Ms. Fobbs?
Yes, I did.
And he said yes.
Strangely enough, he did say yes.
So Mr. Randolph, I just have to ask, how could you sleep with your best friend's girl?
Well, I wasn't in the right state of mind. We both was intoxicated. You know, he was out promoting clubs, and she used to come home from the club intoxicated and, you know, looking for him. He's not there. Me and her talk, and one night the talk led to something else.
And so was this sex unprotected?
Honestly, Your Honor, I was intoxicated, and I really don't recall.
Was it only one time?
Honestly, that I can recall, yes.
Well,
That's it, just one time.
One time is one time too many for me. I'm very confused at this point. It's really hard for me to be standing here and in front of you, and I'm kind of nervous as far as what I'm about to hear.
Prince was 2.5 years when Miss Fobbs dropped the bomb during an argument. 2.5 years of Mr. Pace bonding with this kid before finding out his best friend might be the father is the most messed up thing since they canceled the Dracula sequel. I don't know who in the flying turquoise duck thought that this wasn't cool. Everyone applauds how Mr. Pace handled it with surprising maturity. Took a few hours to cool down before confronting Mr. Randolph face to face. Didn't want to act out of anger. That's restraint most people don't have, even when discovering their best friend slept with their girl. Yes, kudos to him. But that sounds like someone who could end your life in a second. Remember, when you're working in the club, you will need to know how to fight, and you have to carry a piece around because anything might happen. So I think people's lives got spared in this situation. I think Randolph knew this because, oh shit, he confessed quicker than you can say 2-ply toilet tissue. The intoxication defense is pretty weak, okay? Alcohol doesn't make you betray your best friend. It just removes the filter that was stopping you from doing what you already wanted to do. I don't know about this particular situation because they've been friends for 15 years, but I will betray anyone for a packet of marshmallows. So yeah, do with that what you will. I think they both knew exactly what they were doing, regardless of how many drinks were involved. Look, I know some pretty beautiful girls, right? And for a handful of them, I am in the friend zone. Given the chance, I would abandon my little believies and morals and do some heinous shit with the one girl whose boyfriend's sexuality is pretty questionable. In her words, okay? And she's been eyeing me for a bit, I think. Maybe. I just might have something on my beard, though. There is actually a crazy plot twist to this story, and you just have to see it for yourself because everyone is now scared.
Both men now know, and the secret is basically out.
I do want my son to know who his father is. I don't want to hold that secret, and it was something that was weighing heavy on me.
Is Mr. Pace the only person that stepped up and really been a father to him, or has Mr. Randolph helped as well?
No, Sam is not in Prince's life. Prince knows
Just
Randolph as
like an uncle.
an uncle.
And so you, Mr. Pace and Mr. Randolph, you all have tried to reconcile and keep your friendship despite this?
Yeah, correct, Your Honor. I've been knowing Mr. Randolph over 10 to 12, 15 years almost. I don't want to say bros before, but I do want to say that I understand that men kind of have a bond that women don't have. But it's a stressful situation because I look at him and I see different situations.
How are things between you and Ms. Fobbs? Are you trying to work that out with her as well?
It's been difficult. I love her, but it's just been difficult when you're caught between two people that you care about.
Why do you feel caught between them? Because it's over. There's no relationship, they say.
Well, but you still have doubts. Like I say, I see this man on a daily basis as well as I see her on a daily basis. So when you have a small thought in the back of your head that this may have occurred and you don't have the initial proof to find out that it's not true, then you still kind of look at people with a little edge on your shoulder, I would say.
So you're saying, even though they said it only happened one time, every time you see him and then you see her, it's always still in the back of your mind, is it really one time or is it still happening? So, Ms. Fobbs, do you want to work on the relationship with Mr. Pace?
Yes, I love him. I'm never going to take from him that he's an excellent father. I couldn't ask for a better person to be a father for my son. I just want him to be able to understand that I did make a mistake, and I want us to go forward from this, regardless of the results.
Jerome, I think it's time for the results. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Pace versus Fobbs Randolph, when it comes to 4-year-old Prince Fobbs, and whether Mr. Pace or Mr. Randolph is his biological father, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Pace, you are not his father.
My bad, bro.
Oh, man. That's not what I wanted to hear.
I'm so sorry.
Do you need to sit down, Mr. Pace? Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Continuing on with the next result. It has also been determined by this court, Mr. Randolph, you are not. Ms. Fobbs?
Whew.
I don't know what to say.
Do you know who Prince's father is?
No.
That's me. I'm Prince's father. There's somebody that may be his dad, but I'm his father.